The Grip It and Rip It Disc Golf is an LLC that I formed in 2012 to do course design, event management, and instruction for disc golf. I've either been the sole designer or the lead designer or a collaborator on 15 disc golf courses in Western Pennsylvania and West Virginia and now Ohio. The more you can tell yourself positive things, the less chance you have, less space there is in your head to let in the doubts and the second thoughts. Disc golf course design is both an art and a science, and I've had almost 30 years of experience designing courses, playing courses. Professional course designer, I think, is a very valuable use of a park's budget in order to create a course that's challenging for multiple levels of play, both championship level and recreational, that's safe and sustainable. It's something that can be improved and last for a long time. Thanks for watching, and if you want to contact me about disc golf course design or event management or instruction, you can reach me at gripitandripitdiscgolf.com.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Disc Golf Examiner. Today we're at the 2018 Edinboro Royal Stewarts Open, and this is a really exciting coverage because we have never covered this course before. It's a brand new redesigned course, and joining me today I have co-course designer Gary Dropcho. Gary, how are you doing?
Hey Brian, I'm doing great. Really excited to watch this.
Yeah, and you were also the TD for the event, so this was a gigantic novice event, basically. I saw a lot of new people come and try disc golf out for the first time, but actually, and we had even a bagpipe player there.
Yeah, this was authentic,
yeah,
for sure, and very exciting to inaugurate the course. And we had a full field of players, a lot of intermediate and recreational players, but we had some professional players as well. And yeah, it was a really good turnout, a great day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is a course built directly on a very nice campus of Edinboro University. And it seems like the community there has really rallied around the disc golf being in their campus. It seems like everybody's really enjoying it.
They've got an active disc golf club, and they're a legitimate club on the university. They actually have hopes to field a team to compete in the National Collegiate Disc Golf Championships in the future.
Wow, that's amazing. And there was not just disc golf there. We actually saw people playing ultimate. They had tons of, while we were there, track and field activities and different outdoor activities going on. It's a very busy campus, and it had a lot of, it's really interesting to see disc golf on a campus like this because it's beautiful. But starting into the final round here, we have Alan Koons at 5 under. We have Adam Woodward at 4 under. Colby Howe at 2 over, and Vinny Montanari at 1 under. So it should be interesting to see how they play this course that they've never played before. They're starting on hole 10, which is a par 4. It's 720 feet, mostly uphill.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the Highlands 9, we call it. It's a really, there's 2 loops of 9 holes on the campus course, and this Highlands 9 is in a gladed and wooded area that's not a campus area at all. It's actually very bucolic. So here's Alan Koons' tee shot. The key here is to get this shot up the hill far enough and far enough to the left so you can get past the what's a bunker that's created by a rifle shooting range on the right. It's out of bounds.
And oh no, Adam's drive looks like it's going to end up a little far left there. He practiced that shot just before the round.
That's really far left, yeah. There's a big bogey bush right kind of between him and the fairway. I hope he's going to be able to. I don't know how he's going to be able to get around that. Now, Vinny's a left-handed player, and this is definitely a left to right kind of shot. But he's turned it over. He should be fine up there, but he's got a longer approach.
And Colby, we haven't covered before. It was really great getting to meet him this day. He was a very nice guy. He has a really interesting run up here. And
that's turning over nicely. Oh, it's hyzering back though. It's clear behind that reddish bush. There's a shortcut grass. I'm not sure how far left he went. You can see Adam's right on the edge of the rough. He is not out of bounds, but the footing's a little bit tricky in that tall grass.
Adam,
he's trying to turn it over.
Yeah, I think he's going to be happy with where he landed there. He's going to be a little bit over to the right.
There's Vinny trying to balance a step out backhand. That's pretty nicely done. Now that tall stuff on the right is out of bounds. You can see the basket. I'm not sure if he landed safely there or not. Looked like it was starting to skip towards it. Yeah, just about 5 months ago, this area where the course was just kind of fallow meadow and was very tall, and briars and goldenrod, and the university did some excellent work to create this course. They did a lot of forestry mulching and brush cutting and mowing to really get it in shape. And the grass that's growing now is really nice. So I think this is going to be a beautiful setting. Here's Adam's third shot.
And he's going to be putting.
Yeah, it looks like he's inside the circle there. I think this is Colby's third shot as well.
Go, go, go. Get it. He's going to air it out just
That's fine.
next to the basket. Great.
Yeah. Yeah, the initial hazards on this hole are that out of bounds shooting range on the right and that big reddish bogey bush, I call it, way on the left. But so far these players are all clear of those obstacles, and looks like they should be getting their pars.
And it is a longer hole, so to see these guys get their par is a good thing. I mean, it's definitely a harder time to get your three here on this one.
Alan Koons is a top player in the Buffalo area. I think he actually won the Golf in the Grove last year, which is a tournament that I ran in Grove City. So
Also,
Adam's in for a par.
Vinny's
a par.
Alan's actually overcoming a shoulder injury, he was telling me, that he had.
Well, it's good to see him out playing again.
Yeah.
Okay.
There he goes. And we'll go ahead and move on to hole number 11, which is a par 3, and it is 390 feet.
It's all downhill, and it's a beautiful looking, pretty open shot. It's just one of Pat Govang's designs on the course. He actually figured out the routing on this first couple of holes, and we both really like this downhill shot.
Alan's gonna hang a nice hyzer out.
Yeah, that's going left. He's going to be blocked on his for a birdie putt by those trees.
It's like
The play here is a turnover, sort of a turnover, a flex shot. That's pretty nice for Adam's shot. He should have about a 50-foot putt, maybe.
You can actually see the campus in the background of this shot. Very nice open campus.
Right. That's where the Lowlands 9 is, on that, where those buildings were. All right, where's Vinny's shot?
And he's going to end up in the
Over there in that,
there to
that
the right.
group of trees, and it's kind of jailish over there. If you get in those trees, there's some gaps, but they're small. Now this is the approach that we thought most of the right-handed players would take, a bigger hyzer shot out around these trees, but he seems to have caught a little bit of them.
Now Alan may still have a go at this. He still has to get around that bush, but it's not impossible. Just gonna lay it up, get right there.
There's a kind of a marshy area right in front of him. That's why that grass is so tall there. They're letting it grow, and ooh, he ran that one, but came up a little bit too far to the left. He should get his par easily.
I think everybody thinks this is a good hole to catch up on Alan. Oh, and Colby's
was a run. No chains though. Yeah, this is about a 10-meter putt here.
And Adam's going to catch some spider webs.
I think so, yeah. He's wondering, where is that?
So that's what Gwen Stefani was talking about.
All right, he'll reset and go for his putt. Oh, just a little shy on that one. So everybody's going to be taking their threes, it looks like.
Yep. This was the second round of the tournament. It was a one-day PDJ C tier. It was actually driven by Innova Disc Golf. Not only do they provide the player packages for the amateurs, but they also donated 9 of the baskets for this course through a Disc Golf Foundation matching baskets grant back in 2016. So Innova's been a big supporter for disc golf at Edinboro.
So we're moving on to hole 12, which is a par 4. It is 612 feet.
This is a really tough par 4. It's uphill, and players want to be to finish to the left side of this fairway to have a clean look at the basket, which is really up high on a mound, a big mound, with some trees as well. Now that's not a good shot with catching that first tree. He's going to have a long approach.
You know, I actually found this hole to be one of the more picturesque holes on the course for the second shot. It's really cool to see that basket up there on the mounds. Yeah,
the mounds were just kind of there. Some just spoiled piles, they call them. As we were discovering this layout, they just sort of presented themselves to us, and we said, "Boy, that's got to be where the green goes, up on the top of those."
Great drive,
pretty difficult.
Great drive.
Wow. Yeah, he's got the arm, and he needs it here because this is, like you said, 612 feet uphill. That's got to hyzer out, though.
Yeah. So you can
this
actually
whole play's pretty difficult. This is I think it's the 8th hardest hole on the course in relationship to par during this tournament. There you can see the basket, but Adam is hitting some earlier stuff and kicked left into some bumble.
Yeah, he's going to be on a mound that is kind of off to the side. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays that. So, Alan.
You can see him trying to turn it over here, but he's caught high early stuff. It was a hot day for this tournament. I think the temps were in the mid-80s. It was sunny and kind of humid, too.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit of a challenge with the heat out there. Looks like Colby's going to give this a good...
Whoa, he's going way right.
Yeah.
He's coming back. Oh, he's down at the base of those mounds. He's going to have a long putt up at it to save that par.
And Vinny's drive is amazing here. Unbelievable.
He cut through.
He's going to be up on top of the mound, so he's going to be right where he needs to be, I believe.
Alan's looking at throwing a little flex forehand here. Try to get around this left side. Pretty well done.
Yeah, he's going to be just past the basket, but he'll have a putt. And Colby has some trees to get through. Looks like he's going to rely on his sidearm.
Yeah, he's just beating it into that little mound there. He should have about a 25-foot putt. Here's the bumble we were talking about.
Yeah, I think we had to take a moment to search for Adam's disc. And he's actually quite a ways up there. I have the camera on a monopod about probably 10 feet off the ground at least to see Adam there.
Yeah.
So he's going to try to find his placement. I don't know. What do you think, Jay Gary? What do you do whenever you're in a situation where you're in heavy bumble like this? Or are you trying to get anything out of your way or get stuff out of your head? What do you do?
Just look for the biggest opening you can find to get yourself to advance towards the basket. You just got to choose a shot that's going to, have the most confidence in. And looks like Adam's going to try to flip a little hyzer backhand up there. It's not that far. It's maybe about 90 feet, 100 feet away, but it's uphill and there's some lower branches to contend with as well.
And
it's done pretty nicely. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. That was a great upshot there. Vinny here is going to have some strange footing for his putt, but not going to be a problem.
That's a good putt.
Colby's going to be dealing with
birdie for Vinny.
Yeah, that was. And Colby, definitely some strange footing on that hillside. Great putt.
Very nice putt. Yeah. You can see Alan is down. He's probably 6-7 feet below the basket there.
Oh. Well, luckily the other side of the mound is going to catch his disc and it's not going to go rolling down. So, but unfortunately, it's going to put him a stroke further behind than he wanted to be.
There's Adam for a par.
All right.
So
So we'll go ahead and move on to hole number 13, which is a par 3, and it is 314 feet.
Yeah, we call this the frog pond hole. You can see on the map there that little blue area. It's a little frog pond basically, and it's surrounded with cattails. You can see them there in the picture. The basket is directly behind the pond, and there's a flag that the players can see for the direction of the shot, but they can't actually see the basket because of those cattails. It's not that far. Yeah, you can see the red and orange flag peeking up there.
And that last hole has put Adam and Alan in tie for first. And it's kind of a blind shot, which is
right. There's landing area behind the pond. That's where the basket is. That looked like a good shot.
Ooh.
Colby's shot is turning nicely as well. That's going right at the basket.
That'll have some interesting placement there.
This alley that they're throwing down was just opened up by the Edinboro facilities crew. They created this hole out of nothing. We knew where the green was going to be, but they just moved a big pile of dirt and opened it right up, and now there's grass growing, and it's a beautiful looking fairway. this basket is sort of on the edge of a forest that's dominated by a bunch of big hemlock trees. And there's a number of oak and maple trees in there as well.
Wow.
Good putt by Vinny. That's a birdie.
Yes.
You can see Adam checking his footing. It's a little swampy right around there. We had some mud or some rain recently, but Adam's in for a birdie as well.
Alan will be taking his par, which will put him in second place at this
And
point.
there's Colby.
Colby for 2. Great,
So
great try.
you can see in the background some of the trees that had been down there. When we first designed this hole, the next hole, 14, which is a par 4, it's 519 feet, or I'm sorry, it's 603 feet. This was a beautiful, mature hemlock forest, but you can see the stumps out here in the fairway. A windstorm came through here between our first and second visits to this course and knocked down about 50 of those big trees. I mean, just totally toppled them. And this hole is pretty rough right now because they just finally were able to get it cleared of all those trees that were just laying all over the place.
And just a huge shout out to all the people that made this hole possible, because it's a doozy and it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, David Goodwill kind of laid the effort from Edinboro Student Government, and they had chainsaw crews in here and forestry experts logging and clearing this hole. This hole played the hardest on the course. It's 4.8 strokes point, so it's almost a whole stroke harder than par. And part of that is just, I think, is because how the condition of it.
Yeah, and the condition for sure. I do notice that placement is absolutely incredibly important here. Oh, because
Colby got out of position with this tee shot, and now he's he's trying to get himself back into the fairway.
And yeah, it's very tough. Looks like he's gonna go for sidearm. Real high. He's really going for a hyzer there. Unfortunately, going to clip another tree, and it's unfortunate. But perhaps now he'll have a better placement for his next shot. It's like a high hyzer sidearm.
Yeah, that worked better.
Yeah,
he should have an approach to the basket there.
Vinny's drive. Looks like he's going to go with a sidearm. Wow.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Yeah, that's cutting through, and I think he's going to have a upshot look. You can see some of the tracks and trails that were left by the big machinery that they were using pretty recently.
Oh, and Adam's still looking for his.
Taking advantage of those tree stumps.
That's right. He found his right behind one of those big tree stumps. Ooh, wow. Great second shot there.
It looks like it got all the way through, and he's probably got to look at that basket.
Like, Cody playing a slight Anheuser shot there. Let's see where he's at.
So yeah, Vinny's got a look. That's a nice looking shot. Little deep.
Yeah. A little past the basket. He's going to have some trees to contend with there for sure. Alan's going to have a...
Yeah, there's sort of a drainage ditch, a swale that's right in front of the basket there. It looks like Alan's got up on the far bank side of that. That's a nice high release flick from Colby. Looks like an ultimate player the way he threw that.
And Adam, for his bird, he's going to have a few trees to contend with there, but I think he's got a gap that he likes.
Oh, just off the band.
And Vinny's back there behind those trees. He's going to pitch out.
Yeah, I didn't have any look at all.
Great.
That's a good putt for saving a par. Nicely done, Adam.
Or Alan.
And Alan as well.
Yeah.
Alan and Adam, both pars there.
All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to hole number 15, which is a par 3, and that is 290 feet. As far as this hole goes,
Yeah, this is in the C position, and it moves. It's a left to right kind of a shot. It's a low ceiling. We're still in this evergreen hemlock forest area, and Adam looks like he's going to throw a kind of a turnover backhand.
Yeah, you kind of want it to go all the way to the right as far as you can.
You can see a little peekaboo look at the basket through on the right-hand gap there. Alan looks like he's lining up maybe a forehand. David Goodwill and his crew did a lot of work to prep these tee pads back here in the woods. They brought in a bunch of crushed concrete and really leveled them up and did a nice job to make the footing good. They have hopes to or plans to install turf tee pads on this back nine next year.
Wow, cool.
Good shot for a lefty.
Yeah. We want to say a special shout out to Grip It and Rip It Disc Golf for sponsoring our broadcast. It's very much appreciated. Because of you, we were able to be out there covering the guys this weekend.
Yeah, we were glad you were free and able to do it, and we wanted people to be able to see the course and see these players competing on it.
Now, if people wanted to get a course designed in their area, how would they get in contact with you?
Oh, they can go to the gripitandripitdiscgolf.com website, and there's information about the company and the courses I've designed, and a contact page to reach me. That's the best way. gripitandripitdiscgolf.com.
Vinny's going to be a little further right on the basket. He'll have a putt from that position. Alan's going to give this a good run from here, I believe. He is probably 80 feet out. Yeah.
Yeah, they've all got birdie looks. Adam's got the best look at it. He's like right on the 10-meter line, it looks like.
Oh.
And
there's just like an earth-shattering sound hitting the basket there.
First too high, now a little bit too low. Hopefully he'll find that range. There's Vinny in first par. And Colby and Alan. Pars around. That hole played just over par 3.
They were kind of concerned that maybe the sign stopped Adam from going in, but I don't know if Adam's holding that accountable.
Yeah, it looks like it's below the nubs.
Yeah.
He might have caught that zip tie. I'm not sure.
So we're going to go ahead and move on to hole 16, which is a par 4. It is 465 feet. Adam's still in the lead with Alan Koons at one back from him.
This hole plays is like just straight corridor shot for about 300, almost 300 feet, and then you hit a wall of trees. And the best way to play this hole, I think, is for the shot to finish to the left at the end of this corridor, as far left as you can get, and then there's a clear window going out around to the left and back to the right into the trees where the basket is located. There are some lines straight through the wooded part of the fairway, but it is currently so wooded that those lines are just very small. Vinny got it into the edge of those woods. We'll see how he can get back through there.
And Colby.
Oh, just caught those trees. And Alan's throwing that gap that I was talking about, and it's coming back around to the right. He's a little bit deep, but I think he's got a look. Mm-hmm. And here's Adam looking at that same line with a forehand.
Oh, there is a lot of trees there.
Yes, yes, sure. There are. Yes, there are. There were a number of dead and small trees that were removed. And this is an environmentally sensitive area of the campus, so we had to be careful about how many we took out and which ones we took out.
Great.
That's a nice turnover shot. Yeah. If he gets around that big tree with the four trunks, then you've got a line to the basket. But I think because of the way Adams just kicked off the trees, he's got to go through the gauntlet, through the trees, instead of around them.
Gonna throw that sidearm's gonna, looks like it caught a tree. We'll see where it landed here in a moment. And Vinny, I think, is going for a roller.
Yeah, you see how they're trying to get skinny here with the gaps.
Oh yeah,
it's not a bad try. Yeah, it's coming.
It's some great skipping.
And there's the basket. It's up on a mound. I call it the Groundhog Hotel because there's about 3 different groundhog holes coming out of that mound.
Hopefully they don't mind a little bit of noise there as Alan lays up.
Okay. That'll play.
And because this is on a mound, it's so dangerous. You kind of want to lay it up, but if you go a little bit further past it, you could end up rolling away.
Yeah, it drops off. You can see the white flags marking these groundhog holes around about here. But Vinny's got this is probably about a 25-foot putt.
Oh, he clipped that tree.
Yeah.
He had to straddle out past it, and that's pretty much the only thing that he could do, I think. But that was a great roller to that point. Alan?
Side pocket for Alan.
I think we had some movement.
That's behind. A par.
There we go.
And now Adam's in. That's a 5. Okay, Vinny's in.
Colby as well. We'll go ahead and move on to hole number 17. Hole number 17 is a par 3, and it is 306 feet. It's going to bring Alan and Adam back to a tie for the lead.
Yeah.
And Vinny's only 2 back from that. So.
And you can see the basket there in that shot down there. It's a very flat hole, very open hole. It's big contrast from where they just came from. And a good righty backhand hyzer is a good shot. That's one a little bit too far left. There's also a lefty hyzer route up over some of these trees.
Well, luckily we have somebody who can throw a really big lefty hyzer.
He sure can. That's a nice spike shot. He's right there.
Let's see how Colby decides to attack this hole. There
He's
it
going
is.
with a right hyzer. It's coming in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He caught some
Great.
trees where his friend there. It helped him
Great.
out.
Yeah, great drive.
There's sort of a wetland area that all the players are getting it up over. That's what the tall grass is. Not really a hazard for them, but just kind of a visual obstacle. Nice jump up by Alan, and just a little bit right. You can see this group of kind of young quaking aspen trees just to the just behind the basket, and Adam was almost blocked by them. Not quite.
It's really
Colby's in for it too.
It's really uncharacteristic of Adam. He's really a strong putter, so just a little shy on that one.
Oh no.
Oh,
He didn't really think about it. Didn't really get set for that putt. Just
it just hopped out of there. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it was a little bit left, and he just hit chains, and it just wasn't good enough. He just didn't take enough time to get set before he threw it.
So hole 18 is a par 5, and it is a doozy. It is 1,050 feet. So this puts Adam in the lead. Alan's one back from him.
Yeah, the first part of this hole is very flat. The landing area, Vinny's going to throw the big anti-sky shot. He wants to turn it over left, and the best place to be is on the left edge of the fairway, so that you have a clean look for the next. You can see the spotter out here. The Borough Rec Sports had spotters out on 7 of the holes all day long. There's David Goodwill's staff was awesome at helping the players navigate the course. Now Colby just kind of got up over that tree. These are some young maple trees. In about 3 or 4 years, they're going to be a lot taller, a lot wider, and this fairway, I think these air shots are going to get closed down much more. I mean, we might see players throwing rollers more than air shots.
And Adam's going to play the high hyzer. And he should be down there. Alan throwing a big sidearm.
Yeah, turning that over, trying to flex it out.
And we'll see where they all placed here. Adam's going to be out in the fairway a bit more. I should say that he's in the rough, edge of the rough there.
Yeah, that grassy path to Adam's left is a cross-country course that has been here for quite some time. So we designed these holes to sort of integrate with that trail that winds through this Highlands 9-hole area.
I think Alan's trying to see. He looks like he's going for a sidearm.
He's doing it again, trying to do it again. Did he turn it over this time?
And we'll see here in a moment.
Yeah, there's Colby he didn't get far enough left on his tee shot, so he's sort of blocked by this I should call it like a peninsula of trees that stick out from the right side of the fairway. That was a crazy jump high. I don't know what that was, a jump throw.
It was almost like a jump tomahawk, I think. Yeah.
Now Vinny's got a pretty good look. He's in position here to get a good second shot down the fairway.
Oh,
but he hits a tree.
Yep.
and kicks right into that group of trees again.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Colby's still going to have these trees to deal with if he wants to get down the fairway. Looks like he might be aiming for a roller. All right.
Got it down. It's cutting though, or no, it's turning over.
Yeah.
He's going to stay in the shortcut, but he's going to have to get it down to the basket.
And Vinny's going to throw it out again, but there. It looks
a
like
little bit of trees.
Yeah, that's the trees caught it up, and it's going to die. Unfortunately, it's going to be a really strange placement, I believe.
Alan's going all forehand on this hole.
That's right. And
but he's got that one to flex back, and he's got a look there at a birdie putt. Adam looks like he's in pretty good position here. The fairway opens up a lot on this third shot.
Mm-hmm.
But again, there's sort of a gate of trees between Adam and the basket. Oh, I guess Colby must be away. The tall grass, it's not really an impediment to your shot, but it does make the footwork a little more difficult.
I think Adam's going to play a safe hyzer out there. Get up. All right.
Okay, he's on the edge there.
Vinny's going to have some trees in his way, but we'll see where he landed here in a moment.
Hey, there's the basket. Finally, we're down by the basket.
Right.
1,000 feet later. All right, it's a little bit fluffy there. He's going to have some work to do to make that putt. This is Alan's birdie attempt.
And that'll be a good attempt, but there's just nothing he could do in that situation. 3 really great sidearms to get to that point. Adam.
It's a birdie run. It's kind of laying it up there. Colby's shot for par. That was his par putt. Oh, Vinny hits. That was a putt to save his bogey. Hit the rack.
Yeah, I know he was really trying to replicate what he did the first round. Vinny was.
There's a good putt from Adam right in the heart. You can hear a lot of the cheering and voices in the background. That's the Skylander Ultimate tournament going on at the same time as the disc golf tournament. In fact, right beside us.
It's pretty cool seeing how the other half lived.
One of the players in the intermediate field, Dane O'Brien, actually played the Edinboro Royal Stewarts Open on Saturday, and then joined his team on Sunday to play Ultimate.
Wow.
Kind of a two-way sport guy there.
That's right. So we'll go ahead and move on to hole number 1. It's a par 4. It is 565 feet. We have Adam in the lead at 4 under, Alan at 3 under. Vinny is going to drop back to 1 under.
And now we're on to the Lowlands 9, which is right on the campus. You can see some of the buildings. That's a dining hall right behind where Adam's thrown from. This is a pretty good distance par 4. Adam hits that tree And it's a good thing because he might have missed the Mando. There is a Mando that requires players to play out around this parking lot. And Alan looks like he's throwing it out there wide enough to clear the Mando. And it's coming in nicely. Yeah. He's in good position to approach the basket.
Because you do have OB on the right-hand side there.
Yeah, unlike the Highlands 9, which is, the obstacles are the trees and the elevation, on this Lowlands front 9, the obstacles are out of bounds, and there is an OB on almost every hole here. The tall grass on the right-hand side of this hole is out of bounds. It defines a creek that runs the whole length of the hole, and the parking lot, obviously, on the left is also out of bounds.
And
Vinny's highs are out, and he's going to be out of bounds.
Vinny's got such an arm. It's. I imagine OB has got to be a big, difficult thing for him. Big obstacle.
There's that Mando that Adam just cleared, and so he's down a little farther. He's going to have a long putt. You can see the out of bounds line that they painted. I don't know how many linear feet of out of bounds there is on this front 9, but it's got to be over. It's probably close to 3,000 feet.
And Vinny's going to have a good skip down towards the basket.
That's nice. Yeah, that's slid in there nicely. Alan is set up nicely to run do a birdie run at this basket. Oh yeah, that's played nicely.
Great up.
Okay, did curl down the hill a little bit. He should have a makeable putt for 3, but we'll see how he does with it.
Adam's got to be very careful here. You do have OB to the right of that basket, and
yeah, that's played nice.
Yes, he played that perfectly.
Oh, that looked pretty solidly pro side there. Just a little bit too far right. Caught some chains, but maybe not enough. There's a good putt from Vinny. That's going to save his par after the out of bounds stroke.
Good putt there by Alan.
No problem. That's a birdie for Alan. This hole played really 3.9. It was played really close to par.
All right. So we'll go ahead and jog over to hole number 2, which is a par 3. It is 360 feet. That actually gave Alan, he's back up to tying with Adam at 4 under.
There's just one tree on off the tee shot that players have to contend with, but there is this out of bounds area on the right-hand side, and it looked like Alan's shot skipped over into it.
So there is a little creek down there just past the basket.
Correct. You can see the bridge behind the basket where the creek runs under it. And that's landing safely.
Wow.
That bridge is out of bounds. The creek is out of bounds. And this walkway to the far left side of the fairway is out of bounds as well. So it requires a precise shot.
I have to ask Adam.
Colby went to the right of that big tree. Heisering down.
Oh, he's going to be OB
way left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Vinny decided he's going to give this a good run.
It sets up pretty nice for a lefty backhand. A lot of space out there to the left. You can see our hole sponsor, American Disc Sports, on this hole. That's too much, I think.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's OB for
That's into the
sure.
creek, out of bounds. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually over the creek, believe it or not. That's
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's Vinny. Alan from outside the circle. Oh,
Oh.
Colby after he went OB. Oh,
Just high and right a little bit again.
and Adam.
Everybody's missing.
Oh,
Wow, couple of bogeys, couple of missed opportunities for birdies, and that whole played the fourth hardest compared to par for these 2 rounds for this division. So these out of bounds hazards are definitely taking their toll.
so that's 2 OBs. Oh, and looks
And
like
he's got some hitchhikers.
He's got some bumbleberries on his shoulder there.
Bumbleberries, yeah.
So
There's a little bit of walk to this next hole. Go ahead. You can talk about
hole 3 is a par 4. It is 575 feet.
And you can see this skywalk that the players have to either throw under, most likely throwing under, probably not throwing over. But on the other side of that skywalk, there's also an OB creek that they have to cross before they get to the green. Adams left it a little short, and he's going to be behind one of those big pillars that hold that skywalk up.
Mm-hmm. This is probably one of my favorite holes on the course, just because of the way that it is placed and the view and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, this is a beautiful summer day here, but I guess the winters can be kind of harsh in Edinboro, so that's a beautiful drive. So that skywalk, I guess, is like a heated passageway between some of the campus buildings, so students can stay out of the cold and snow, which sometimes they get a lot of here.
That's awesome. And Alan, you can really see how far away that walkway is. Like it's very hard to reach.
Yeah, it looks close, but yeah, it's probably 400 feet away. That's a nice turnover shot there.
Wow.
And really good position. Yeah.
Great
to cross
drive,
the creek
Colby.
and approach the green.
Yes.
You can see the cattails sort of show you where that creek is. Adams cleared that easily, and he's on the putting surface. He's inside the circle.
You do have to watch out for those OB walkways just past the basket. Alan's
there is some out of bounds, those walkways, to find some OB areas.
Alan was flirting with them there. Vinny with a great drive. Oh no. Oh, that's OB again for Vinny, unfortunately. That'll be the 3rd hole that he's gone OB on in a row. We have Colby with a fantastic drive. Wow.
Great drive.
Yeah.
That looks like a good approach shot, too. He's going to have a short birdie putt.
All right. So take the walkway over.
They walk around the creek.
pretty loud car roaming by. Had to capture that, of course. Vinny from his OB shot just off the top. Alan. About 35 feet. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
sinks it.
Good putt, Alan. That's away.
Yeah.
That's a birdie. Here's Colby. This looks like about maybe 25, 23 feet. And in.
Great putt.
That's a birdie as well.
Alan's going to, or I should say Adam's going to line up his shot. Unfortunately, there's some people walking by, so he just wanted to take
That's
a break.
pro move, just to kind of wait for them to pass. And oh my.
Just came out the left side there. He's not happy with that. I can tell you that.
And there's Vinny.
All right. So we'll go ahead and move on to hole number 4, which is a par 3, and it is 345 feet. This ties Adam and Alan again, and they have a significant lead on the others at this point.
Got to give a shout out to Pat Govang here on this hole. We played a practice round when the baskets finally went in here on this front 9, and Pat aced this hole.
Wow, really?
With a Thunderbird.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so dangerous with that OB left and right. It's so narrow. You really, how did he do it? Did he just go straight at it?
No, just straight right at it, and just laser focus the whole way and just bang in the chains. That looks like it's going out on the left side.
Yes.
Yeah, the fairway narrows. You're right. It's kind of keeps getting tighter and tighter as you get towards the green. There's a good shot.
We have Vinny here up on the box. I think he's going to go for it all the way. And unfortunately, this is going to turn over and not come back. He's going to be OB there for his 4th hole in a row.
Oh, boy.
It's a good run attempt by him.
Nice looking run at it, yeah.
Colby's going to be right under the basket after that. And Adam for his bird. He is probably about 35 to 40 feet from the basket there. Just a little closer. Alan with a great putt there.
Yeah, but I think, and I heard from players that there was a lot of walking with this layout, not just the way it was stretched out, to some of the longer pin positions, but the walk between the Lowlands and the Highlands 9s is usually about 1,900 feet. So they're walking a long way.
So hole 5's a par 5, and it is 770 feet. It plays most of the way around this lake, and it is quite a doozy.
Yeah, the easy play is just straight down the middle, and then a second shot around the backside of the lake, and then an easy up shot. But the corner is there, and players can definitely cut the corner with a tee shot. Alan hit that tree right off the tee, so we'll see what he does with the second shot. But looks like Adam's lining this up to go straight down the fairway.
It might be
a little bit low.
Yeah. But Colby's lining up a monster shot here. I can tell just by the way his arms are moving there. He's got something dialed in here.
Bumping it up.
Yes.
And turned it.
Great There it is over to the right, coming back over onto land. Yes.
Oh yeah, there's his
Wow.
red disc. He's in good shape right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got a good 250 feet off of his second shot by throwing across the corner.
No, and Vinny saw that, and he's going for it now with that big run up, and it looks like he's going to go straight across the lake.
Is it enough?
Oh, not quite.
Splashdown.
If he had 5 more feet on that, I think he would have made it across.
Yeah, maybe all the rain they had the week leading up to the tournament filled the pond up a little bit more. He might have been able to get across if it had been a drier summer.
But Vinny's got a good shot here for his for shot 3. Turning that disc over, letting it ride out real big, long, and he makes it across.
Okay. So he's line 3 there. He can still save his par. Allen's got some work to do and some trouble with this tree.
I mean, what can you really do? You're underneath the tree, and that's how do you get down the fairway from there? You have to go right, and you have to.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take your medicine. You gotta pitch it, get yourself back into position, and play for a par.
And he's gonna play a really nice roller.
Hold, come on, hold. Yeah, let's turn him over and kind of. He's safe. He's in good shape, but he's got a lot longer third shot from where it ended up at. Now it looks like Adam's gonna try to cut the corner on his second shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is a smart move or not, but we'll see if he's able to.
He can definitely throw it far now. Adam's got a big arm. He can throw far.
And he makes it look so easy too. Look at this.
Yeah, that's smooth.
Wow.
That's in good shape.
Great second shot. Wow.
So players have a choice. They can try to, cut the corner on their first shot, or throw a shot into the fairway and then cut the corner on the second shot. Alan gonna throw that flex forehand again, or was this a roller?
This looks like forehand. Yeah, this might be a roller. It's taken off. Oh no, it's cutting back towards the water. Oh no.
No.
Oh, that's not good.
So here, Colby's got this is his second shot here. He's got a really open hyzer, backhand hyzer. You can see the basket underneath and past that group of trees and that evergreen, the big kind of wide evergreen tree.
He's going to throw a high hyzer. Hope it goes in.
Good looking shot.
Oh, it's going to get caught in that tree and fall. He's going to have one heck of a putt to make if he wants to make that eagle.
Getting around that big evergreen.
Adam with a great.
That's a nice looking layup.
Yeah. Allen's going to play from the water there. It looks like he's going for another roller. No, there we go. Sidearms going to flex out. He should be down there for a putt. And here we have Colby for his eagle from outside the circle. Oh, and he sinks it. Wow.
And a nice eagle. Eagle 3.
Man, that's an impressive one. With that drive and then second shot. What was so funny was that everybody else was throwing, and I didn't even realize in the moment that had been an eagle because there was just so much going on. That was so impressive.
Yeah, 3 real good shots.
Oh,
no.
Oh.
Then you got some bad breaks there.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead.
Couple of bogeys, a par, a birdie, and an eagle on that hole.
That's right. Hole 6 is a par 3, and it is 345 feet. Adam's gonna take the lead here, and
this hole's pretty straightforward. It's flat. It's very open until you get to the basket area. And then there's a group of 3 trees that sort of frame the basket. There is out of bounds on the right-hand side. There's a road there. It's I think it's Scott Road. And it's not that far from the basket. It might be 35 feet.
and
Adam's playing a little safer out to the left. He's going to be safe, but he's going to be putting at the out of bounds.
You got to think that, Alan knows that there's only a few more holes left, so he's got to probably run straight at this thing. Ooh, looks like
And those trees are low. I mean, the basket's definitely reachable, but the tree branches are low, so it's a shot that's got to come in low.
And Vinny's gonna almost catch the basket. It's gonna get a really bad skip and roll.
It's gonna skip out of bounds. You can you can see how the road curls right at the apex of that turn, right where the basket is. There's a big solar array. You can see it behind that fence there, behind the basket. That's out of bounds, but it's very far away from the basket. It shouldn't come into play for these guys. It's probably 100 feet away.
Adam's going to have to reset from a car moving, but he's going to go ahead and give this a good run. Oh, wow. Colby off the top. Vinny, he was pin high, OB.
Yeah.
And that was, I believe, his 6th hole in a row, OB, unfortunately. Oh, Alan just a little shy there. Which will give Adam a advantage if he's able. Yes, and he sinks
a good putt to save a par. Yeah, this hole played at par, exactly at 3 for the tournament for these guys for this division. So even though it's a birdie hole, I thought this would yield a lot of birdies. Nobody birdied this hole this round.
Alan will drop in for his bogey. And we'll go ahead and move on to hole number 7. Hole number 7 is a par 3, and it is 430 feet. Woodward's got the lead now by 2.
Yeah, this hole's long and it's wide open. There's nothing between the basket and these players except for an out-of-bounds creek.
Ooh, and Colby's throwing something big here. Hopefully get a little bit of roll out of that. It's going to roll left.
Yeah, he's actually in good shape. He's straight on to putt at the basket.
Adam's going to play it nice and easy, straight up. Lay up to the open area, and so that you can see the basket across the creek there.
Big high hyzer from Alan. Going to land right in the middle. Vinny's going to, it looks like he's going to try to crush this.
Vinny in 1. Big high. So looks like it's coming back right.
Hyzering really far to the right.
Yeah.
He'll have a blind approach from over there.
It's a beautiful park. It really is.
Okay, so Adam's up. You can see these trees and tall grasses. Those are running up and down a creek that they have to get over to get to the basket, which is not that far past the creek. It might be about 40 feet.
And what is the dome here? I don't know what the dome is.
Yeah, it's an indoor field, an indoor sports field.
Oh, cool. All right.
Colby's got a look at that par putt. So here's where Vinny ended up at. He's got some space to navigate.
Yeah. I think he was able to get his way through there.
Yeah, once you get across the creek, it's it's a nice grassy area to putt from. It's flat, no obstructions. That's a
Great
good putt for a par. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Colby decided to change his disc.
Okay. Good putt. Good, whatever. It was a good choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got back to get the right disc.
Smart. Alan with a good putt there. And Vinny to finish it out for his par. All right, there he is. So we're moving on to hole 8, which is a par 3, and it is 290 feet. Adam's still in the lead by 2. We do have some OB in the creek to deal with.
There's some also out of bounds kind of behind the basket, a walkway. But it's a pretty open righty backhand hyzer shot. It's a little bit kind of blind. You see where the basket is, but you can't watch the entire flight of the disc because of these trees that are inside this creek bed.
And Adam's going to throw over top.
Yeah,
he should be in a good position.
He's looking at it. Yeah.
Alan's going to try to make up 2 strokes here. Oh, no. Oh, he's going to be OB there in the creek. Vinny with a very interesting...
A smooth backhand.
Yeah.
Skipping. Looks safe. So the players aren't sure if he's out of bounds or not, so Alan's going to throw a provisional shot. Save them time for coming back to the tee pad if his disc is lost.
He's going to have a great
drive. That one looks
there.
good. That one looks good.
He's about 40, 45 feet at this point. Vinny's drive, very picturesque as the ducks fly by. Let's see if he can get his bird. Oh. It's a little too lofty there.
It was a pretty calm day, the second round.
Yes. Wow,
Colby's
Colby
got him dialed in.
Yeah. Now let's see if Adam has had a chance to correct his putts for the day. He does have this branch to deal with right in front of his arm.
Yeah. There's a number of memorial trees that are planted around in this putting area. This is one of them. Yeah, it seemed like it was affecting him. It kind of pushed it right. Alan's hold out here, but he's going to take some penalty stroke on that one.
Mm-hmm. Vinny with a par. Adam will take his par here as long as he makes the putt. And of course he nails it. Good.
He's got it.
So we'll move on to the final hole, hole 9, which is a par 3, and it is 540 feet. Adam with the lead by 4 at this point.
This hole's got a special tournament tee for it. It's up on top of this amphitheater mound. You can hear the wind whipping a little bit on the microphone, so there is a bit of breeze out there. But it's a long shot. There's a creek that is between the fairway and the basket, and I'm thinking most of the players are going to throw a tee shot to land short of that creek and then try to make the putt across the berm.
And here's another hole that I just love because of the view. And Colby's going all out for this one. It's going to flex, come back. It's coming back left. I think he may be OB there. We're going to see here in a moment.
So Adam's got the lead here. The smart play would just be to lay it into that fairway area. That concrete walkway you see is not out of bounds on this hole.
Oh no, he caught it. Oh, I think he skipped back inbounds. I heard it on the cement. Yeah, he's going to be on the walkway there. Alan with a great rip. And
down. Yeah, see, there's that out of bounds area. I couldn't tell if he skipped into it. I know Vinny's been trying to reach the screen all weekend, so looks like he's going to give it a whirl again.
Go for it, Vinny. And I think that disc is actually hyzered out a bit, I think. Yep, we'll see here in a moment.
So here's where Adam's tee shot landed. And his approach shot.
Is the flip over. Come on.
It's safe.
Yes.
It's safe. It looks safe. But he's got a long way to go to the basket there.
Vinny's on the concrete.
That concrete is not out of bounds on this hole.
All right.
That's a nice run from Colby.
Yeah.
He's right there. So was Alan out of bounds here?
Actually, that's where he landed right there.
He's right. Okay, so he is inbounds,
Yes.
right on the line, safe. A little bit touching inbounds. He's got this kind of willow tree growing up between him and the basket. He's going to have to either go up over it or around it. Looks like he's going over it. It's a nice bid.
Yeah. Adam from just outside circle's edge here. Oh, just a little shy.
Yeah. Well, he had some strokes to give there, I guess, but Vinny with a putt. Nice. That's a 3. That's a birdie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it feels like a birdie in any case. It's listed as a par 3.
Oh no.
Oh, Adam or Alan left again.
Mm-hmm.
And Colby in for a 4.
And there we have it. We have Adam Woodward as our winner of the 2018 Edinboro Royal Stewarts Open. We have Alan Koons in second place at even. Vinny Montanari at third place with +3. And Colby Howe with +4 in fourth place.
Good group. They were
Yeah.
tight finish there.
I mean, none of them had really played this course. I think Alan may have come up and played it because it's not too far from where he's from.
Yeah, he did tell me he was coming up the week before to practice it.
Yeah.
I'm sure with, more rounds here, these guys would have it dialed in and be shooting well under par.
Yeah, and it was just a lot of fun getting to meet all the people out there who, have been watching Disc Golf Examiner and are fans of Disc Golf Examiner. And this tournament was really interesting, I think, because there were a lot of newer players playing in it.
It was great to see all the first-time PDGA tournament players there. There was probably 20 of them that had never played in a PDGA tournament before, and they had fun. They learned a lot, and we were excited to see so many of them.
Shout out to BJ Ray here, who was in the weeds there searching for people's discs.
Maybe his own.
Yeah, it might have been his own. You're right.
Yeah, thank the spotters that were out there all weekend spotting for us from Edinboro's Borough Sports program, and David Goodwill for getting that course in. Tim Thompson, another Edinboro faculty member that was key to getting the course approved. Pat Govang, who helped design it. Innova Disc Golf for sponsoring the event. And, everybody that came out and played.
Yeah, and I have to once again say a special thank you to UJ Gary and Grip and Rip It Disc Golf LLC for sponsoring us to be out there at this event. Without people like you, we wouldn't be able to get out there and cover quite as much. So we're always excited to do that, and just want to say thank you again for that. You do so much with the disc golf community. You're always busy working on projects and such as this course. Can you tell people a little bit about what you do with Grip and Rip It Disc Golf LLC?
Sure, it's it's my passion. It's really kind of my job now, and I do disc golf course design. This is the second of 3 courses that I'm involved in and that will open this year. The Scenic Vista course, which you covered the opening for a few months ago. This course, and then the North Boundary course that's going to open up.
We're so excited for the North Boundary course, and then always your next projects and stuff have always been a lot of fun to get out there and play at and to experience. So always appreciate having you around and being a part of the disc golf scene. It's really helped disc golf in our area a lot.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, great. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go?
Just that I'm excited about that Edinboro course, and I'm hoping there'll be some collegiate tournaments there in the future, as well as some other PDJ tournaments for amateurs and pros. And you know what to say at the end of it all.
That's right. Keep banging those chains, guys. Have a good one.
Keep banging those chains.
The Grip It and Rip It Disc Golf is an LLC that I formed in 2012 to do course design, event management, and instruction for disc golf. I've either been the sole designer or the lead designer or a collaborator on 15 disc golf courses in Western Pennsylvania and West Virginia and now Ohio.
The more you can tell yourself positive things, the less chance you have, the less space there is in your head to let in the doubts and the second thoughts.
Disc golf course design is both an art and a science. And I've had almost 30 years of experience designing courses, playing courses. Professional course designer, I think, is a very valuable use of a park's budget in order to create a course that's challenging for multiple levels of play, both championship level and recreational, that's safe, and sustainable. It's something that can be, improved and last for a long time. Thanks for watching, and if you want to contact me about disc golf course design or event management or instruction, you can reach me at gripitandripitdiscgolf.com.